Hello guys, this is Dr. E from DrESkateboard. Today I've got unboxing of this particular box here. Let's go ahead and open up, guys. This is Eovan 125mm wheels. Let me just go ahead and take everything out of there. And this is going to be real exciting. This is the RS wheels. I think they have two different ones. RF, I think, and then the RS. Comes with 330mm, 15mm belts, and some, I don't know what that is, some kind of inserts for the pulleys. Pretty awesome stuff here. Let me see. Wow, so four wheels. I ordered the one with the pulley because I ordered one from SK Supply before, and it just wasn't satisfactory. Now, let me go ahead and show you the sizes of the wheels. So you got, I think, 8mm regular size here, and you got a bearing that's slightly larger. They shouldn't pose a big problem, because usually just the inside is what's more important, in my opinion. So slightly larger bearings on the outside, but that shouldn't be a problem. 125mm, man. This is gonna be great for if you want that nice big wheels. Now I'm gonna go ahead and try to put it on my new skateboard, my medium board, which is actually on way to Korea right now. So I don't know if these belts are the correct belts for this particular setup. Let me just go ahead and see. Ooh, hopefully it'll fit. So I'll bring these wheels with me and try to install it. I also ordered their 105mm because I just feel like this is just way too much. But I'm going to try it out. If it's good, then it's going to be good. Let me actually go ahead and grab some trucks and see how they fit. So I've got these torque boards, 220mm, that I was using originally, and then I switched to Haggy boards. And these trucks are actually, like, the axle is huge, but you won't be able to fit it. So once I get through here, the axles are too short. Oh my god, so you're gonna need extra long axles. You see, this is using the full ones, and then I was actually having the opposite problem where the axles were too short. So this particular wheel, you're gonna need some special trucks. Ooh, you're gonna need like a mountain board trucks or something. That's real funky. So you have this nice wheel, giant wheel, but you can't use it on a pretty long wheel. There's a little bit of play, obviously, because of this larger. I don't know why they put the larger bearing there, but maybe it's because of how Eovan trucks are. It's pretty damn heavy. So yeah, it's a very well made wheel, but I don't think it's very DIY friendly. So I might just leave these here. I just know out of the box that these not gonna fit, because if you take the bearing out, it might fit. The problem is the shape of the trucks here. So if I take that bearing out, it might be able to go a little further in. You see the problem? But it's gonna hit the inner inside of the pulley. So unfortunately, these are wheels that's not gonna fit most DIY parts. You're gonna need a particular. This has been made for like a axle that has a slightly. I think this is actually 9.7mm. So it's got 8mm going to the pulley, which is nice. This part is really nice. You guys did a great job. And you see how much of the axle is left. So this is a huge design problem. So I've got a huge axle, and I put the back one in, But now I'm gonna be left with all this space for the front. I don't know why they designed it like this. This is terrible. I'm sorry, but this is terrible design. For DIYers, and they're selling it, and there's no information on these things, so I ordered it. Now it's just like completely unusable. Sorry, this is unacceptable. That if you're gonna sell it, you need to put those information and let people know this is gonna fit on axles with this much. Now I'm gonna have to use spacers and make it look all weird, but as far as the wheel, looks very good. You can see very nice, symmetrical. It is very heavy. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of metal inserts. I mean, they are very durable, but makes it super heavy. I mean, even look at MBS wheels, and they're pretty much, you know, plastic mold, and it's super light. This is heavier than like a MBS wheel air tire, so I don't know. At this point, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to use this unless I think these are actually made for Eovan trucks. So if you're gonna get these wheels, get the trucks with it. So I might just order Eovan trucks, the ones that fit. There's no way I'm gonna be able to fit this anywhere. Like I told you, the design of this, you know, like Onboard has 2 different bearing sizes, like Boosted has 2 different bearing sizes. It just makes it very incompatible with the DIY world. I mean, it's very well made, but if I can't use it, if I have to modify this to use it, then it's just gonna mess up everything. But let's see how well this rolls on the trucks. So I'm hoping the 105 millimeter doesn't have the same problem. If I do, then I'm not gonna be able to use it without changing out the trucks. But I do have Hacky boards which can use bigger, I think 10 or is that 12 millimeter? I forget. Inner diameter, so I might be able to change out the bearing on here. So I might be able to actually use it on my Hacky boards. But that's just a lot of tinkering. So you might still have to get this thing changed out. This is like a, is this a 10 millimeter? Let me try to get a 10 millimeter and see if it fits. So I got a 10 millimeter mountain board truck that was on my Icebox skateboard. Let me see if it's, oh, so it does fit. It is 10 millimeter, I think. So the inner diameter, I think is that 10? I should just measure it out. So this is made for particular trucks with 8 millimeter, and then whatever this is on the outside. Let me go measure it. So let's just measure it real quick here. Yeah, this is a 10 millimeter diameter. Okay. So you'll need basically something that has 10 millimeter, and then it goes to 8. Or you can swap the pulleys out. Now the problem with metal hubs is that it's like literally, it sucks. It's like literally impossible to take the pulleys off. I mean, we can try it, but is that easy or not? Yeah, I'm not gonna even try, because these things, you know, that's the problem with metal hubs, metal spokes. The bearings are just literally impossible to take out, especially on a design like this. I've had the same problem with, what are those, those hub, what was that? The 105 millimeter metal hub wheels I had. Anyway, yeah, and it just makes everything heavy. So I mean, I like how what they're trying to do, but I think for the DIY world, they really failed, because yeah, it's nice wheels, but I'm gonna have to basically get a truck that's gonna fit for it. All right, so if you're gonna order these, I still would recommend them if you have a ton of power. I mean, at 125 millimeters with rubber, you're gonna lose so much freaking torque. Like this versus running like a 6, 7 inch or 8 inch, you're still gonna have a lot more torque. The reason is that, oh wow, this thing just comes off. The reason is that even though this is a larger 125 millimeter, now if you go take a look at if you look at any of the pneumatic wheels, they come with much bigger pulleys, so you get a lot more torque. And these pulleys are pretty big. Let me actually count it. 1, 2, 3, wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 48T. I guess it's not bad. I don't know, but I don't know. I absolutely don't think I can fit this. The problem is this here. It's too huge. The length of here is just not gonna fit most. Like it's not gonna fit your regular trucks. You're gonna need special trucks that have a 10 millimeter outer diameter. I don't know. This is sort of a mess. I guess you can make it work, but it's just not gonna work with a single, like something short like this. You're gonna need like something much longer. It's not gonna work with any of the torque board stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, these are really built for mountain board trucks that are extra long, in my opinion. So I'll just have these around. I'm not gonna install these. So hopefully the 100 millimeter I ordered, they're actually going to Korea right now. So my board's going to Korea, and then I ordered Eovan wheels there. So when I get there on quarantine, I can actually work on my board. I really love it. At the same time, I just feel like complete design fail. Like if I made these wheels, I would make it out of some other softer material. I don't know, like something not metal, because metal's great, but it just, you can't take those bearings out. You're gonna ruin your wheels while trying to do that, or you're gonna need a special machine. Or make the metal so it's 2 parts so you can take it out. But if you have a 1 part like this, once you stick anything in there, it's like literally impossible to take out without any specialty tools. Also the pulley design, the fact that you need a super long shaft. Like most of you are gonna be like order this and like, okay, I'm gonna upgrade my own board, bro, with these large wheels. Actually, it might fit on the own board because they do have a larger diameter, so it might fit on boards like own board trucks, because they also use the two different bearing size system. I just don't really like the 2 bearing size system. It just makes it very incompatible when working with DIY. Just very nicely built wheels, but again, some functionality. I know a lot of Chinese manufacturers are making a lot of these things. And the main problem with metal hubs is the bearings, once they go in, it's literally impossible to pull. It looks very nice, but it's very not functional, in my opinion. And as far as what I like about this is that the wheel pulley fits perfect. Like the last time I ordered, the one I'm using right now from Skate Lifer or something like that, the pulley is Kegel, but it doesn't fit, so I'll have to actually drill some holes out. So that's actually a deal with a lot of the Chinese rubber wheels, like the 100 millimeters. So I ordered another one from Eovan, so hopefully the wheel pulley isn't like this one. Hopefully the shaft length is small enough where I can fit it, or I might have to use like I said, since I can change out the bearing here, and I'm using Skateboard's shaft, which it starts at 8, and I think it actually goes to 12. So if I switch this out for 12 millimeter and the 28 millimeter outer diameter, then it should, because this is a standard pulley size, standard bearing size, just this bigger. But another problem is how I'm gonna pull this pulley out. Well, actually, this pulley should be a little bit, not pulley, sorry, bearing. These 2 pulleys are gonna be pretty easy, I think. Yeah, this should be doable because it comes apart. But the biggest problem is this one. You're really stuck with 8 millimeter. If you want to use 10 millimeter bearings, you good luck. How are you gonna take this out? It's not gonna budge, man. I took this one of the other ones I had to a skate store. Yeah, these things just poorly designed for, you know, once you set it, it's done. Your permanent, here's your permanent bearings. Anyway, I love these wheels. I wish I could put them on my board, but like I said, unless your particular board supports, what the main thing you got to know is there's two different bearing sizes. You got 8mm inner diameter, and you got 10mm for the pulley. You're gonna need a trucks that has both 8mm and then it goes to 10mm. If you don't have that, you're not gonna be able to install these, or if you have other sizes, you should also be able to just swap the pulleys out. You should be able to go all the way. Can you go to 12 maybe? If that's possible, then I can install it. Maybe I'll try to do it, but I don't know. Is it worth it? I don't know if it's worth this big size, because I was on the 100mm S8 supply one, and I was already losing a lot of torque, and you're gonna lose a ton more range with these. At this point, I think better to just go with pneumatics, because you're gonna actually get more torque due to larger pulleys. I would actually, if you're gonna go this big, just go pneumatics. It's gonna be about the same, or even maybe it could be even cheaper, because I paid almost $200 for this. So I don't know. I wish I could return it. Now I bought it from Hong Kong. Like, return's gonna cost me $100, you know. So I'll keep it around. I think these would be good. Honestly, these would be really good for if you had at least, you know, dual 6.374 motors, or even single would work fine. But you know, if you still want to have like decent amount of power, once you go 125mm, I mean, on cloud wheels you lose a lot of torque, but we're talking rubber here. 70A durometer versus, I think, cloud wheel, what is it? Almost like 90A. So you're gonna lose like 50% of your torque if you're running, you know, in my opinion, I think so, without even putting it on, but just roughly guesstimate. But yeah, just wanted to do this unboxing, but I've already ran into problems. And for those of you guys watching from Eovan, I think you should really put this on your website, so people like me, I don't have to buy it and find out this is not going to fit on most of my boards, that I'm going to need a special trucks, or point out that you need these special trucks to make this work, which I'm sure these will work flawless on Eovan trucks. So if you're going to get these, my best advice, and if you're not, just, you know, if you don't do a lot of DIY, this is your first board or second board, just buy their trucks. You know, I bought those MBS wheels, and I was so excited, and I was gonna put it on my other random ass Chinese mountain board trucks, and they don't fit because the pulley doesn't fit. The same problem. So I just bought MBS trucks, and they've worked great. So sometimes these wheels like this, or pneumatic wheels, you just gotta buy what is supposed to be made with, and these are obviously just not made to work with universal trucks. You know, it's not made to work torque boards trucks. Probably not gonna work on any of your other trucks. Here's a random ass truck, DIY trucks. Let me see. So the front wheel is gonna fit like this. You're gonna have all this shaft, but the pulley this one actually fits. Actually, you know what? It might actually depend on the trucks, but I mean, I still have just barely enough room. So these are basically made for shafts that have like an 8mm, and then it's got like a 10mm, you know, step down shaft. I don't know what you call it, but that's what I just call it, step down shaft. You know, yeah. So just buy the ones from Eovan. You should be good. Sorry, it got kind of long, but I was gonna take these to Korea, but yeah, I'll just wait for the 100mm, and I'm just hoping the 100mm ones aren't like built like this. If they are, then I'm gonna be huge. Well, maybe I'll just take it with me. I don't know. Let me see if I have bearing sizes. Let me double check. then I might be able to use this on my existing board. Oh, I wanted to show you one more thing. So here's a 97mm ABEC 11s. What's the size like? So 125 is gonna give you a little bit bigger. It's not a huge bigger overall, you know. I mean, it is bigger. All right, so just want to give you this size, but I feel like these are gonna be like super comfortable. Oh, I was so excited to get them, but all right, well, I'll give you an update when I do eventually get to use this. Have a great day. Dr. signing out.